Toyamori is an average middle school student who struggles with grasping the concept of love. Because he sees little sense in surrendering to the norm, he soon stops going to school. Plagued with insomnia due to his idleness, Ko begins roaming the lonesome streets at night. One night, Ko encounters a bizarre girl named Nizuna Nanakusa who believes that people stay awake during the night because they are dissatisfied with how they spent their day and cannot rest until they release their inhibitions. Nizuna offers to help Ko with his sleep issues and invites him over to her place, where she convinces him to share a futon with her. Feeling uncomfortable, Ko only pretends to doze off, which is when Nizuna suddenly bites his neck and reveals herself to be a vampire. While Ko thinks the bite will turn him into a vampire, the specifics of transforming are not that simple. In order to change, he must be bitten by someone he truly loves. Ready to let go of his dreary mortal life, Ko decides on a new goal. He will fall in love with Nizuna and become a vampire. Life back on the cruise following the island's special examination is anything but smooth sailing. Almost immediately after their return, the first-year students of Tokyo Metropolitan Advanced Nurturing High School face yet another special exam, with both class and individual points on the line. In addition to the complicated rule set, more issues arise in the form of Kakeru Ryuan and Kei Karawazawa. Angered by the previous test's outcome, Ryuan is dead set on outdoing every class in the new challenge using any means necessary. Meanwhile, Karawazawa, a crucial pillar of Class D, is close to crumbling under the pressure of her past. The stage is now set for Kiyotaka Ayanakuji to once again, using the full extent of his planning, foresight, and ruthless manipulation, steer Class D to victory as dangerously close enemy forces try to bring it down. Barren City, a pioneering metropolis built on a newly discovered energy source, promises every citizen a luxurious and comfortable lifestyle. In reality, young demon exterminator Shu Ogata's life is far from extravagant. Despite running a private military business, he often struggles to make ends meet due to reckless expenses. Fortunately, Kazara, his demon partner, is more than eager to help Shu with household matters, albeit a little too forcefully for his comfort. The two work side by side, taking countermeasures against demon hazards, which stand as the biggest threats to the city. With danger lurking in the shadows, Shu and Kazara strive to grant the town safety. However, exterminating the possessed comes with a price unbeknownst to others. The number of terrorist acts in Japan has never been lower, thanks to the efforts of a syndicate called Direct Attack, DA. The organization raises orphan girls as killers to carry out assassinations under their Lycoris program. Takane Inoue is an exceptional Lycoris with a strong sense of purpose and a penchant for perfection. Unfortunately, a hostage situation tests her patience, and the resulting act of insubordination leads to her transfer out of DA. Not thrilled about losing the only place she belonged to, she reluctantly arrives at her new base of operations, Lycorico, a cafe in disguise. Takina's new partner, however, turns out to be quite different from what she imagined. Despite being the famed Lycoris prodigy, Chisato Nishikiji appears almost unconcerned with her duties. She drags Takina along on all kinds of odd jobs under the simple explanation of helping people in need. Takina is even more puzzled when Chisato takes down a group of armed assailants without killing any of them. Takina itches to get reinstated into DA, but Chisato is determined to prove to her that there is more to a life than just taking them. After surviving the brutal challenges of Idafront, Riko now possesses a white whistle, allowing her to descend into the Abyss's 6th layer, the capital of the Unreturned. Alongside Reg and Nanachi, Riko begins to explore the uncharted domain, where the ruins of the promised Golden City are located. As the trio starts to adapt to the harsh environment, they soon encounter dangerous creatures and treacherous landscapes. Their expedition leads them to a village inhabited by strange beings known as Hollows. Despite the creeping sense of unease that welcomes them, the three venture onward to uncover the mysteries of the settlement and long-lost legacies of the forgotten adventurers who once descended into the horrors of the unexplored abyss. Arantel, the capital city of the newly established Sorcerer Kingdom, suffers from a dire shortage of goods. Once a prosperous city known for its trade, it now faces a crisis due to its caution or even fear of its king, Ains ul Gaun. To make amends, Ains sends Albedo to the city as a diplomatic envoy. Meanwhile, the cardinals of the slain theocracy discuss how to retaliate against Ains after his attack crippled the Riasteis kingdom's army, plotting for the Baharuth Empire to take over the Sorcerer Kingdom. However, when Emperor Jerknivrun Farlord El Nix arranges a meeting with the theocracy's messengers at a coliseum, he is confronted by none other than Ains himself. With their secret gathering now out in the open, the emperor and his guests learn that Ains has challenged the warrior king, the empire's greatest fighter, to a duel. With Ains' motivations beyond his comprehension, Jerkniv can do nothing but watch as humanity's future changes before his very eyes. World-class medical researcher Kanji Yakutani lost his little sister to a tumor years ago due to ineffective treatment. To honor her legacy, he has dedicated his research to developing new medications for such conditions. But as fate would have it, he overworks himself and passes away at the age of 31, only to be given a second chance at life in another world. When he wakes up, Kanji finds himself in the body of a 10-year-old boy named Falma de Medicis, the son of an esteemed family of medical practitioners in the Seine-Fleuve Empire. Bearing the mark of a deity's divine blessing, Falma is capable of performing a unique divine art, allowing him to create and reduce any substance with the knowledge of its chemical properties. After reading through some pharmacology books, Falma realizes that this world is operating on similar medical practices as in ancient times. He also learns that medicine is an exclusive privilege to the nobility, depriving commoners of proper medical care. Using the knowledge from his past life and the divine abilities granted to him, Falma resolves to make medicine available to those who need it irrespective of class. After a fatal encounter with a truck, Takafumi Takoaka's uncle, Yusuke Ajisan Shibazaki, lies in a comatose for 17 years. When he finally regains consciousness, Ajisan begins to ramble in a foreign tongue and reveals that he had been transported to a magical world called Grand Baamal. Takafumi dismisses his uncle's claims as nonsense until an incantation makes a cup of water hover in the air. In a flash of brilliance, the pair creates a YouTube channel to showcase Ajisan's magical abilities. The responsibility now falls on Takafumi's shoulders to acquaint Ajisan with everything that has transpired during his absence, including getting him up to speed with the internet, new technology, and surprisingly, the outcome of the 90s console war, the result of which was especially distressing for a hardcore Sega fan. With Ajisan's wisdom from his otherworld experiences, they grow their YouTube channel and tackle online comments and trolls. The journey of this uncle-nephew duo promises to be anything but conventional. Alto Goldfield, a diligent student at the Ortigia Academy of Magic, aspires to become a powerful sorcerer. But he is unable to become one as, despite his excellent grades and strong commitment to his studies, he fails his summoning class. With the threat of repeating a year hanging over his head, Alto tries following an old, worn-out grimoire in a desperate attempt to resolve his situation. To his surprise, he succeeds and summons a powerful demon named Vermal. As a sign of gratitude for releasing her, Vermal agrees to become Alto's familiar, sealing their relationship with a deep kiss. Little does Alto know what else he is capable of and what Vermal's past hides.